I'm tired, you guys. It's like 4 a.m. here. I just got finished from a stream trying to rest up, but I couldn't really think of anything else to do, so might as well make this video. I wanted to make this video eventually anyway. So if you haven't been informed yet, people are once again talking about the whole New Game Plus being DLC thing with Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth. And man, I really hate for there to be a game I'm so excited for. And at the same time, there's this like really nagging feeling in the back of my head that I just can't shake off. I'm really excited for Infinite Wealth, but at the same time, I really don't know why is it that they haven't learned from Like a Dragon 7 or Yakuza Like a Dragon or Yakuza 7. If you don't have the context for that, basically when Yakuza 7 or Yakuza Like a Dragon was set to release in the West, at the time we didn't have simultaneous releases. The games released in Japan first, and then a year or so afterwards, we would get the games outside of that localized in English and possibly other languages. They announced the plan to make New Game Plus DLC in Japan, and thanks to that time frame that we had from the Japanese release to the worldwide release, that was actually a good thing at the time because that gave us a lot of time to talk about the issue and for time to be given to the developers to possibly take it to the higher-ups and do something about it. Eventually, Yakuza 7 was released worldwide with New Game Plus implemented in the base game, and not only that, but also with the difficulties and a bunch of other stuff. Yes, even difficulties were DLC, or at least planned to be DLC for Yakuza Like a Dragon or Yakuza 7. Now, unfortunately, the Japanese player base still got New Game Plus and the difficulties, among other things, as DLC as originally planned. And this time around, with a simultaneous release, I honestly don't know if we can do anything much at this point. But at the very least, this is garnering a lot of attention from a lot of people. Articles, Yakuza content creators, even non-Yakuza content creators, just variety streamers, people who make content of anything, are looking at this and they're like, yo, what the hell is going on here? I mentioned this on my Twitter as well, but PC Gamer, who listed Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth as their 4th most anticipated game, they themselves made an article about having mixed feelings about New Game Plus being DLC because obviously, even in gigantic AAA Western games, you don't really see that happen, at least not from what I remember. New Game Plus is a feature that's always been included in a base game whenever available. One of the older examples I can think of is something like Resident Evil 4 Original on the PS2. That came out in like, what, 2006? Or maybe go back a little, like Resident Evil 3, which came out in what, 1999? You could technically start with weapons that you unlock and you can just have fun with them. What really puzzles me as well is Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth is an RPG game. And even when I think of RPG games, like, New Game Plus is one of the biggest things about RPG games. A lot of RPG games want you to replay them, to revisit them. Some of them maybe even requiring you to do New Game Plus to actually see everything there is to see and get all the achievements there is to get. One of my favorite examples is one of my favorite RPG games, the Trails series, Trails in the Sky. As early as Trails in the Sky, that came out in like what, 2004? An RPG game. They give you so many options, like, oh, do you want to carry over the money but not like your level? Do you want to carry your items but not those two? Do you want to carry over everything? Well, you can do that. You can just pick exactly what you want to carry over, and that freedom is awesome. Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth is committing a huge crime by having you pay $15 at the bare minimum, at least right now with pre-ordering, to be able to get access to New Game Plus. To say that's outrageous is an understatement because I can't think of a single game that does that. And I certainly don't want to see one of my favorite game franchises become a pioneer in that. With the series being as big as it is now, the good thing about all of this is that there's way more people to talk about this. And I'm seeing a lot of people talk about this on Twitter, on YouTube. I've just finished watching a video about this. And I think we have the power to do something. If not, try to mend this, maybe like post-launch by a month or so, then at the very least we can hope that they will take notice and try and learn for the next Like a Dragon game. I'm still holding out hope that they will actually do something when it comes to Infinite Wealth, because the amount of backlash that they're getting right now is unbelievable. Again, big news websites, Yakuza content creators, non-Yakuza content creators, just Everybody, nobody wants to pay $15 for New Game Plus, and I highly doubt they will even implement anything that is gonna make it worth $15. The best thing we can do about it here is just talk about it more, maybe even make videos if you're able to. You know, just spread awareness about what's going on, because this is kind of a first for just any game in general, and it's shocking that they really want us to pay like $15 for New Game Plus, especially given that game prices already are going up to $70 now, so $85 to get the base game and New Game Plus. No, I'm a Yakuza content creator, so yeah, even if I didn't get a code, I will probably be buying the highest edition of the game. That way, I can fully inspect the product and let you guys know about what's exactly in this product. For most of you out there though, the choice is in your hands, but at the bare minimum, at the very least, I think we can all just talk about it, make some momentum, show them that this is something completely outrageous, because it is. And let's hope that something will change, because this is already 100% tanking their reputation, and it's affecting their goodwill with the player base and fans and content creators and everybody who was looking forward to this game. I'm making this video as someone who genuinely loves this franchise, and I want to see it grow, and I want to see more people get into it. But when people get into the franchise and they hear about something like this, the only thing they're gonna feel is disgust. I'm going to use my platform in any way I can to help talk about stuff like this, so I just really hope that something will eventually change. Before I end the video, some of you might ask about, yo, Leon, did you hear about the XQC thing? I did. I'm just gonna say something brief about that. Sega is trying to promote the game, so they pick someone who's a huge streamer. It's just the choice of streamer is questionable, but you know, that's where it ends. And I've seen a lot of people saying, yo, Devil Leon 7 should have gotten the code. That kind of makes no sense, because I'm someone with a viewer base that already plays Yakuza. They want people who aren't Yakuza fans to get into Yakuza. So yeah, while it would be nice of them to hand Yakuza content creators codes, that wouldn't really do much for them getting new fans. But I absolutely 100% agree that they could have picked someone better. They could have done it so that they picked 10 smaller streamers whose viewerships amount to basically what XQC has. But I'm no expert. What's done is done. I think the bigger issue here is New Game Plus, because I mean, the marketing thing is a one and done thing. It's whatever. New Game Plus is a problem. It's something that's gonna stick with us. So yeah, I hope that by making this video that's, you know, just one more voice that's heard. And again, you know, if you're around people who don't know about this, share this with them. And yeah, that's really the best thing we can do. Hopefully more creators catch wind of this, and they'll also make a video, whether they're, you know, Yakuza content creators or non-Yakuza content creators. The idea of New Game Plus being DLC in any game, $15, no thank you. But yeah, I mean, I don't know how to end this. I mean, thank you guys for watching. I really hope something does change. I really hope, even if we get like a post-launch update that includes New Game Plus, I don't know. Like, people already paid for the DLC. Like, I don't know, man. I don't know. Listen, I just wanted to make this video to talk about it again, talk about how bad it is again, spread awareness and all that. Just thank you guys for watching. I'm excited for Infinite Wealth, but God, this leaves a sour taste in my mouth, and I wish this was not a thing, but it is a thing, so hopefully something will change. Anyway, bye-bye now.